So we're pretty much, I always tell my crew how to eat an elephant, right? It's one bite at a time. And they always say, Stephanie, you're vegan. And that's our little joke. But anyway, the point is, dig it up a little bit at a time. Okay? And then turn it upside down. Look in the hole. Sorry, Mr. Worm. And make sure that you didn't leave anything in the hole. Okay? So, if this is your home, like, you could potentially bring out a tarp, use a shovel, dig down about, about 4 to 6 inches, and just dump the whole entirety onto like a tarp or something. And sometimes it's really wet and it's hard to see where the tubers are. But you could just let it dry out for a little while, and then it's easier to find the tubers. But I'm going to show you what the tubers look like. They're actually really tiny. So here's one. Sorry, it's hard to do with one hand. And if you don't get every last one, you see there? There's another. And you do want the soil, you just don't want to put the tubers back in there. This one didn't have the greatest examples, but you can see it there. You see how tiny the tubers are. So it's really easy to miss them and to send them back into the ground. So you kind of want to be looking really hard for them, okay? But I feel like it's easier if you just let the soil dry out, then process it, and then stick it back in the ground. Another thing is that a lot of times people mistake the two plants. So they think violet, like the native common violet, when it's not flowering, that it's the same because the leaf structure is a little similar. But notice, violet, there's a clear difference in the leaves, but something that is really easy, because sometimes you're moving really quickly and you're going through and you're looking at the roots, right? But if you'll notice, it's really kind of wet, so it's hard to show you. Violets will not have those little tiny tubers. Violets will have a strong rhizome. So even though it kind of looks like it's a little tuber, it doesn't break off. It's a strong rhizome. And the bigger the violet, the more mature the violet, the stronger and longer this rhizome is going to be. It's not going to have those little tubers like this, because these are really little, and they will just break off. You see these little tiny bits? So that is the difference when you're digging through. You can tell who is who.